What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade. Coming to you with an analysis breakdown on Shaedon Sharpe. He's good at getting to the basket. He can finish with the left or the right hand. He's explosive enough. He's quick enough to get to the basket and finish before a big can get there. He can slow down if it's needed to adjust to what they're trying to do to him, and he still can finish with either hand that way, too. He also has good patience of how he wants to drive. He can hang in the air also and finishes around the rim. He can be a good leaper and he can be an explosive guy too. And he also can just blow right past you and get to the rim and throw it off the backboard because it's just that easy once it gets by you. He also understands how to readjust in air or near the basket, and that allows him to be able to finish around the rim too. He also can just go straight up and hang in the air and be able to bank it in. He doesn't do it that often, but he can do it. He also has the crossovers, the hesitation moves, and he also can make the tough ones near the basket too. And obviously, when you're driving straight downhill, or close enough to it. You also got to be able to knock them off and be able to hit floater type of shots near the basket. He also a good transition player. He's a wing, so he's going to be long. He's going to be fast. He's going to be athletic, and it's just about can you finish and angles. Can you finish? By going straight at defenders, and he can do that too sometimes. And that's something that he also can do is play off the guards and get alley oops and lobs that way too. Then it's just about his mid-range game. Teams are going to try to cut him off from getting to the basket. Can you hit that stop and pop? Can you hit that pull up? And the answer is he has that ability to do it. And he also can create separation with his handles. They're going to let him get the fadeaway because that's a tougher shot than a layup. He has to show the ability to knock it down. And he has been answering that a lot this year and throughout his career. And he also can just create separation on the wing position as a guard and knock down mid range. And he can do it from three. Catch and shoot threes is something that he can do. He's not as consistent as you would like, but he still shows you the ability to be able to do it. And he can relocate and shoot threes in the corner. He might shoot it with no hesitation. Even if he hesitates, he still has the ability to knock it down from time to time. And like I said, he can just catch and let it fly because that is a shot that defenses are going to give teams and players. And he's showing the ability to be able to knock those down and be able to get it to go his way. And not only that, he can score at the top of the key. Teams are going to give you room. They're going to give you space because they rather you shoot that than anything else because that's the hardest shot in the game because it's the furthest shot away from the basket. And he has shown the ability and the confidence level to be able to do it even off the dribble, which is something that you do need in the modern era to be successful as a guard, especially if you want to score a lot of points. And they will say that's you settling, and we'll take that even if they're good defenders. And the coach is going to say the same, but you still have to knock it down. He also showed that he has range on that 3-point shot, and that's something that's always impressive, and it doesn't hurt to have that in your game too. And like I said, he will also take contested corner threes if you rotate late. Sometimes he don't want to drive, so he will take the three anyway, and that's something that you're seeing more popular. He also is averaging 2 assists a game, and he'll let the ball go early. He knows when his teammates are open. He doesn't mind finding them and passing it to him whenever he sees them. He can collapse the defense and find shooters that way too. He's tall, he's athletic, so he can see everything on the floor while it's happening. And then it's just about making the right read and making the right decision, whether that's scoring or passing. But it is good that he can do those things and get the pass accurately to his teammates. Having a career year this season, and obviously he has improved basically every single season that he's been in the league, and that's always a positive sign that he has star potential. He's 6'5", 210 pounds, only 22 years old, and he's already giving you 21 points per game. He's also giving you 4 rebounds, 2 assists. He's shooting good when it comes to high volume shots. At 45%, he's taking 17 field goals attempts a game. He's still playing 30 minutes or more in his career. He's also taking 6 threes a game for the last 2 seasons. The only difference is he's shooting 34% from 3, which is an improvement on the last 2 seasons before this one. But since this season is not over, he can always increase it, even on his future teams or even on this one in the future, and even before this season ends. He's also showing you that he can get to the free throw line, and he's doing that 4 times a game. That's already a career high for him. And he's also still shooting 78% from the free throw line, which isn't the greatest, isn't the best, but is also not the worst. And he's also giving you 3 turnovers a game. He has increased load this season because of the injuries, so he had to learn on the fly and adjust to being a scorer slash playmaker and what we call a combo guard. And he's showing you that he has the ability to do it. He's just not great at it, and he hasn't fully figured out how to do that consistently and efficiently at a dominant level. He's also giving you a steal a game, which is something that you're always going to love to have and you want to see anybody in your team do as a teammate or as a coach or just for yourself. And it's good that he's been able to do that throughout this entire season. I mean, he's been healthy mainly throughout his career. He's been available through his career. He's a legitimate scorer in his career at the NBA level. Is not much he can't do. You just want to see him do things more efficiently. Obviously, when coming to creating his shot selection, his shot diet, how he gets his points, how he goes about getting them is always going to be important to any scorer. Obviously, he is a good one already, but it is some areas that he can improve and grow in to become even better, and that's mainly finishing and knocking down threes. Those are tough shots to make. Obviously, that's why he hasn't really been the most efficient player, but for where he is right now, he's going in the right direction and he's playing at a high level as a guy that's figuring this all out at the same time as the season is going on. And that's how you know he has the ability to be a great player and an even better player because he's handling it well. Most people can't put up these type of numbers. Most people can't do these type of things. Even if you give them the chance, even if you give them the opportunity, even if you give them the green light, even if you give them the keys to the offense, and he's giving you decent production and decent numbers. And I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him. And I have been basically watching every game, and I'm looking at that man. He's going to be a problem when he continues to grow that confidence, continues to get more understanding of what he should and shouldn't be doing, and understanding how to use his body better, understanding how to attack better, when to go, when to stop, when to spin, when to go straight up, when to just go for dunks instead of layups, because we know he can do those things too. And then just figuring out how to do it when and where on the court. And those are the tricky things that you have to know. Those are the tricky things that you have to teach yourself and go, hard on, because as a guard, you always starting at the top of the key because you have to bring the ball up. So everybody knows where you're at. Everybody knows how to prepare for whatever you're trying to do. And that's what makes it so tough to be efficient. We know you're trying to get to the mid range because we can see you going there. We know you're trying to take a three, so we're fine with that because you're not in the paint. You're not at the free throw line. So we're trying to give you the toughest shots that we can give you as a defense. And if you bail us out, we're happy with that. If you make them, can you do it again? And Shaedon Sharpe hasn't been able to do that consistently in his entire career yet. But those are things that he has shown a lot of improvements this season, that he's getting exactly where he needs to be at his age and at his progress standpoint. And I have to just give him credit on that. And I'm loving how he's handling himself. I'm loving how he's going out there challenging himself. And that's what makes the good ones good, and that's what makes the great one great. And he's already on a borderline all-star level. Obviously, you do want to see him improve on defense as a competitor. You want him to get more in his feelings if he's getting scored on or somebody's coming at him. And those things will only make you better because obviously you want to get to steal, you want to get the block, but you also got to fight to stay in front of them. You have to fight to give them tougher shots. And those things he hasn't been able to do to me enough to make me wonder if he can be a great defender. The offense I know he has figured out, and I know he can continue to do so at a higher level. I'm not questioning can he be a great offensive player. I do want to see if he can be a two-way player. Because on Portland, you got the Tamanis, you got the Matisse at one point, you got the Drew Holidays, you have all these guys as two-way players, and I can name even more on that roster. And you would think that that would brush off or rub off on them, and it has done a little bit, but you want to see it go to even higher level, especially by the end of this season, because now they're healthier and now they can show you better than they can tell you. in scrimmages, in practice, and also on the basketball court against NBA competition. And I think that that's why they brought in a lot of those veterans to make him a better defender and make him want to be a better defender, because it's never going to really be easy when everybody is your competition, even when they're on your roster. So at the end of the day, I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from him. He still has a lot more areas that he can prove on when it comes to shooting from three, when it's coming to finishing, when it's coming to decision making, and when it's coming to understanding your role and what the team is asking you to do, and being able to carry it as well as you can, while also not being as turnover prone or inefficient. And those things sound easy to grow and so sound easy to solve, but he's showing you this year that he still has a lot more to learn and a lot more to figure out. And that's good because he's only 22 and he's already going in the right direction. So I'm not going to say it like he's far away from it. But defensively, he might be. Offensively, he's going to be great. He's going to be fine. But you still going to have to guard the best players if you want to win in the playoffs. You still going to have to play your hardest if you want to win a championship as a starter, as a main contributor. And there's been a lot of great players that just went all in on offense. And most of those guys don't have a ring. A lot of those guys don't have a championship. And you have to care about defense for that reason, because y'all are just going to X each other out. But if you can step up defensively, you have a better chance of slowing him down, which hurts the team, which hurts their flow, which gives you a better chance of winning those games to be able to win in the playoffs and the championship. And even during the regular season, some guys and teams get up for certain games. Do you want to be one of those guys where they do? Well, you have to be able to embrace the challenge of now they prepared for you, now they ready for you, and can you still be efficient? Can you still be dominant? And can you hold your own defensively? If you can't do those things, you're going to keep losing. And it's going to be frustrating and you're going to point the finger. Well, now you know what you have to do is you're going to put in the work to get it done, is you're going to put in the work to be better. Well, we've seen a little bit of it. We need to see a little bit more of it in the future if he's going to be an all-star player in the NBA. But as of now, he's doing his thing. He deserves the credit for the work and the improvement he has already had so far in his career. And it's just, let's enjoy the moment, enjoy what he's doing, and also just hope for a better future. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Not only that, thanks y'all for watching and checking out the channel. I also do conversation videos too. I also do breakdowns of legends and also current legends and rookies. If you didn't know, I already got over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now and enjoy, and it's all for free. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.